What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Garage TV. It's your boy Roddy doing with another video. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Now we're on our way to 200 subscribers. But again, it's my match reaction or my match preview for Fulham against Manchester United this Sunday. But again, guys, we all saw what Man United did against Arsenal. We didn't win, which is like you could play, but the thing is, at the end of the game, what matters in the soccer game or in football game is that you score. You get full score. If you not score, the other person will score. It no matter if you play good or you not play good, man, they win. They take the cup home or they take the 3 points home. As in regards to the case of Arsenal against Man United last weekend, Arsenal did not play pretty much well, but they won. They won. We had the goalkeeper who made a silly mistake. That could happen to anybody, but again, I think United is showing glimpse of what we hope for to be the performance we were expecting to see throughout the season. At least that is what fans are expecting, because last season was a shit season where performances were really bad, results were really poor as well. So in a situation like this, after seeing what we saw from the club or from the players as regards to Man United against Arsenal on the opening day for Premier League when the season kicked on, we're looking forward to the same performance pretty much against Fulham, because now Fulham is at home. So they played away in their first game. So now they are playing their first game at home. So the atmosphere at the Cottage will really be like vibrant, because that's their first home game. And at this point in stage, you want to get that first home win, you know. And that's because they tied against, was it Brentford that they played? They tied against Brentford. So now they have a home game and their home is an advantage. But Man United now has to go away from home. Because if they go against Fulham or away from home, we want to see a similar performance. But it's a similar performance now where we are just playing a game, we're now winning. We want to see the performance but with a win. So I don't think fans would like it too much if we see a different performance from what we saw against Arsenal, because now we know like Man United has been a team where in the past decade they play good against the big teams, and then for some reason when they get into smaller games that you expect them to win or get a result, they tend to like drop the ball. They don't tend to play like the previous game that got fans all hyped, that got the media talking like Man United is getting back. But I think with the set of players that we have right now, I'll go with a little bit with my prediction, my predicted lineup that I think Amorim might use, but I might be wrong on some of the like players that I'm getting. But I'll just go off of what I think, in my own opinion, will be the lineup for what he's going to put out in Fulham against the game on Sunday. But then again, it's so much into it where we have a goalkeeper crisis. Onana was fit to play, but he didn't. Is that like a message of Amorim telling him like, hey, okay, like Amorim we know doesn't want Onana. Some members of the board don't want Onana. They don't think, it's not like they hate him. Onana is liked at the club, but to be that goalkeeper that will take Man United to the different level, it's not him that they want. Amorim wants his own guy. And you have to remember that Eric Ten Hag was the one who bought Onana. And some of these players, like some of the players who Ten Hag bought, actually might fit Amorim's system, because they are those kind of players who, for example, like Messi Man was bought by Ten Hag, but we can tell that Messi Man has been a player who, I think, if he goes to any team, he'll be like the coach's favorite, because he's that kind of player who listens, who follows what the coach wants to a T. You know, so our only hope for Messi Man was that he stays fit, and Messi Man has been fit for a month now. You know, throughout preseason, and he's back, and we saw what he was at Chelsea yesterday. It's not that we feel like Messi Man is a Man United player. It's now that we feel like Mount is a Man United player, because for the longest he has been injured. So at one point you always feel like he still has that Chelsea ties, but now he's playing really, really well. But I don't think Messi Man is good to play that false nine, because Amorim's system is geared towards moving the ball out for that center striker. We saw it what he did with Gyökeres. I think him buying Šeško will mean that is the plan. It's a striker. You know, Højlund pretty much is maybe going to Napoli for a loan deal, and he wants like maybe a permanent move. I don't know if it's to stay at Napoli after the loan or just to come back to Man United and not get sidelined like Rashford or Anthony or the likes of like Jadon Sancho and Garnacho. But to this match against Fulham, so this is the lineup that I think Amorim is going to use. Because I think against the game against Arsenal, it was the first game of the season, and he was working pretty much with the players that he thought were like his first 11 that he could actually work with. Because in that middle of the park, for example, that two midfielders, Bruno and Casemiro, Fulham is a lesser game to what you expect with an Arsenal. So my lineup would be as such. So I think in goal, based of what he said after the post match interview where they were asking questions about Onana and like Bayinda. So I think he'll go with Bayinda in goal. I think he'll go Bayinda in goal because if we want to know who Amorim, if we want to see Amorim for who he is, if he puts Onana, he's contradicting himself on what he said after the game about Bayinda. So I think Bayinda will be in goal, and I think he's trying to show Onana a lesson, and like he's trying to send a message to Onana like, you might not be the first goalkeeper this season or something like that. But again, to me, I think he'll start with Bayinda. And so the back three, I think he will play with Euro on the right hand side. Delete, we know or we saw was an immense defender. He was magnificent. Like he kept, excuse me, he kept Gyökeres quiet the entire game. Gyökeres barely had a touch, barely had a shot on goal, barely had any movements that were like goal threatening, but Dele kept him on anything. Like Dele was just right there. He was solid. He's like a Rolls Royce. That's what I call him. He's like a Rolls Royce. But Dele was really fantastic. And I think to the left side of the centre back, he'll go Luke Shaw. So I don't know if Luke Shaw came off the game against Arsenal if he has something going on, but I think he was just these are players who are injured, who are injury prone. So I think Amorim is trying to like walk away with them where they don't play too much games until they are like fully fit. And we know Luke Shaw is like a glass, But again, Luke Shaw, when he's fit, he has a good ball technique. He has a good ball control. He's fantastic in crossing the ball. He plays out good from the back. He's really comfortable on the ball. So I think that backline did very well against Arsenal, and I think that's the backline he's still going to go with. So I think Lyogo, Delete, and Luke Shaw. So now the problem is when we go to the next four, so the wing backs and the double pivot in the middle. So I think Dogo will keep his place. I don't think Diego Leon will start in this game. Maybe he might come on, depending on how the game goes. So if it gets we are winning like 3-0 in like a 70-minute, Diego Leon might come on for Dogo to get a breather. But I think Dogo will start because he is that player who I think this season is going to be tremendously good for Man United. We saw he was the best player I think for the team when they went on preseason. He was fantastic. His ball control, his attack. Like he embodies that wing back role that Amorim craves from his wing back players. He does it fully well. Attackingly, he is very, very good. Defensively, he is right there too. Because Amorim needs those wing backs to be like good attack, like good going forward, and also have good defensive prospects. So Dogo fits that. So in the middle, the two pivots I think is going to be Bruno, because Bruno again is the captain of the team. Bruno does not for any reason get injured. He doesn't miss games. I would like to see Menu start, but I don't think Bruno will be benched for Menu. I think the chance of Menu playing regularly will be after Bruno leaves, maybe next season when he goes to Saudi. But the second person that I think will play close to Bruno, well, it will be Casemiro. Now he wasn't bad against Arsenal because we know Ugarte came in, and I don't know with Ugarte, I don't know if it's that he's not like settled still at Man United, but again, I think he'll go Casemiro. But I would like to see a Menu and Bruno start. But on this lineup, I'm predicting that he might still go with Bruno and Casemiro in the middle, and then the right side of the wing back, I think he'll go with Ahmad, because I think we are going to be on the attacking front. We're not going to be defending, because I think that's why he started Dalot against Arsenal. The height purpose, Dalot was not like good offensively, so he was putting the way where if we're going on the counter attack, Dalot was good to be like the defensive part of it, but Dalot is not like good offensive. But I think Dalot gets some good chances to whip the ball in. But sometimes he just wants to pass it back, or I just cannot get it sometimes with Dalot. But I think Ahmad will be the player he's going to start with, because Ahmad, I think, is our best right wing back, because his creativity is really, really important to the team. He's quick. You know, even when he came on against Arsenal, he took Madueke to like his early grave or something. Like even Calafiori, like Ahmad was so good when he came on. I just don't like the fact that when he came in, he did that thing where he cuts in a shot. There will be a focal point, which I believe will be Sesko in this game, Shesko in this game. So I would like to see the striker getting fed with good chances, because I think this is a game we have to win. It's a game that is a must win, you know. But again, I think it will still be Cunha and Mbuemo as the two number 10s to play behind the striker, because Cunha was just someone you fall in love watching play. He was carrying Arsenal players. He was running with the ball. What we actually think we were missing in the 10. Someone who carries the ball, who is good on the ball, who can control the ball, who can dribble. You know, Cunha is really, really fantastic. He was impeccable watching that game, and I think he was one of those players who got like the talk of the game, because that's how brilliant he was in that game. Cunha was really, really efficient in that role. That's why Bruno sometimes in that midfield, I don't really like it too much, because Bruno does that long ball thing that I think he should stop. I know that's his style. It's going to take a while for him to change up. But if you are having players like Cunha or Mbuemo who wants the ball in their feet, because Mbuemo, I think he likes the ball in his feet, but he likes a way where the ball is put in front of him where he can run against defenders, or he has that pace or the space to run into. But Cunha needs the ball to his feet to make magic happen. He's like a sorcerer. He can do anything with that ball. There's a time when he was running against Arsenal players, and we saw it. Like, it's just out of this world. You know, I think he fits the perfect profile of player we needed in that number 10 role. And I think there'll be goals in this game from Man United side. And up front, it has to be Benjamin Sesko. It has to be Sesko, because there's no need for you bringing in number 9 and playing Mason Mount. Even though Mason Mount did a really good job in that game against Arsenal, I think Sesko will be the player that's going to be the focal point, because we want to see crosses into the box. We want to see chances created for the striker. We want to see the two number 10s getting opportunities to give their shots a goal. But again, overall, this game, I think, is a game where we need to win it. Go again next week, win Burnley. I know we have the Carabao Cup against some second division team on the 27th. I think that will just be a swing in the park. I think that's the game where you have the likes of people like Maguire will start, Mainu will play those kind of games, Diogo Leon, you know, those type of games. That Carabao Cup, I think those are the players that you give an opportunity for them to show their own, give them some game time before the international break. But again, that's my predicted lineup, guys. Let me know what you guys think are your predictions down in the comment section below. Please again smash a like to the video when I wait to 200 subscribers. Again, if you are new to the channel, please help your boy subscribe to the channel. If you're on YouTube, please give us a follow. But again, that's my predicted lineup. That's my match preview for this game. I think we need to win this game. We want to see some progress from what we saw against Arsenal. Same or even a better performance than that, but a performance with a goal. So my predictions for this game, I'll give Man United to win. I don't want to go. I think our defense is good, because I don't know how the transfer market has been for Fulham. I haven't really followed what they did in the summer during the transfer window. I mean, it's still open, because I know Man United is having some thoughts on this. What's his name? This player in Stuttgart in the Bundesliga. Is this Killer? Is that his name? The kid who Toni Kroos was hoping Real Madrid would sign to be the midfielder. He's a defensive midfielder. So Man United is linked to him. Wharton as well. So I'm hoping that we'll get a midfielder. But my prediction to this game, I'll go with the Man United 2-0. A 2-0 win for Man United. I'm hoping to let them get a clean sheet. At least that will get up. Let's be pushing our way up on the table, because it would be nice if we go on the international break with 2 games 3 games, 6 points. That is not bad to start the season. I mean, Arsenal, well, they are just signed 82. So I think the Premier League is going to be really, really interesting this season. It's going to be fire. Yeah, but again, guys, let me know what you guys think about my predictions in my preview about this Fulham United game. Again, please subscribe to the channel and please smash a like on the video. Please share the video so we can build our YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys in another video. Have a good one.